Hi, Scruffy. How you doing? Okay, got a meow. Okay, got a couple meows. So he was completely silent last night. Okay, another meow there. Coming up to the door, huh? So yeah, I got the last of your smelly fish. Yeah, I bet you can smell it from there. So yeah. Wow, you're vocal tonight. Wow. Trying to make up for last night? Wow. So, yeah, the days are getting hotter, huh? So I'm not sure if that's interfering with your sleep or not. Okay, well, how about I bring out your food? You're kind of close to the door, so I'm not sure what to do, but I'll open the door and see what happens. Okay. Okay, so I got your food. Yeah. You like your smelly fish? Yeah. Good stuff, isn't it? Okay. So I guess you're ready for some smelly fish. Okay, so I'm coming out. I'm gonna put it on the table, okay? Get your water. Close the door. I'm gonna walk past you and change your water. And put new water in. Okay. And you're gonna stand up, grab the glove, and sit in the chair. Okay. So there's my glove. And you ran right past me. Okay. So your fur is a mess again. I think you're shedding more of the torn fur. Because I see chunks on both sides of your body. So I hope those aren't new tears. But yeah, I know you've had chunks of fur under your body, so I think they've been there for a while. So I'm really tired. I just got back from my run. So it heated up a little bit today. So I went even later. It was still warm. So I'm watching the forecast, and yeah, it looks like we're going to get triple digit temperatures. It looks like we're going to get so it's going to heat up for like the rest of the next 7 days, and then 3 of the days are going to be like ridiculously hot. So that's the triple digit stuff. Oh, he rubbed up against my leg there. So I'm not looking forward to the weather this week. So I think tomorrow might actually be a little bit cooler than today. And then it's just going to start ramping up. So I went for my run today, since that's my schedule. So basically I alternate between bike rides and running. See, I found that I kept hurting myself when I was trying to run multiple days in a row. And I actually like biking more than I like running. I actually hate running. But running's easy in some sense that you don't have to have any equipment except a good pair of running shoes. But of course now it seems like I need a UV protective shirt and hat, and I'm actually looking for something called, I think it's a neck gate, because I'm getting sunburn on my back of my neck. So I think I'm going to be ordering a bunch of things from Amazon soon. So I talked yesterday about ordering some things from Home Depot, but I haven't placed the order yet, and I'm trying to get my lists down, figure out what do I actually need to buy so I can qualify for free shipping, and so I'm still trying to get everything organized. So yeah, it was warmer today. It's kind of uncomfortable. So my running performance definitely dropped off compared to the last two times. So the last two times I've had really good times, personal bests, and they were significantly better than my other runs. So my theory was it was mostly due just because the weather was cool when I ran those days. And so I expected my time to drop off once the weather returns to warm. That was an aggressive floodlight there. And yeah, sure enough, my times dropped off today. Though my times are actually pretty good, so they kind of reverted back to my median recent times. Though I think they were still a little bit faster, so I think overall I'm getting faster. But yeah, definitely the weather is probably the biggest contributor or detriment to my performance. So that more than anything seems to dictate how well I do. So not as many people were out today. I guess it's because of the heat. Though I did see one large party going on at the park, and yeah, they had a big giant table of food. Looked so good, and then in the center of the table was a big giant pan covered in like foil, some giant meat. I think it was a full pig. It's hard to see from the distance, and because it was partly covered, but I think it was a roast pig. And boy, that made me salivate thinking of that. Wow. Haven't had a good piece of pork in a long time. So I think my freezer died. I tried a sausage patty that my dad made. So it was just ground pork. It wasn't very good. Gave it to Scruffy. Scruffy didn't seem to like it either. Oh, there was a tree that partially fell. So a big giant section of the tree on one of the major trunk/branches just looked like it collapsed, and then sheared off the tree and crashed onto the path below. So this is like the second tree to do this in like I think about a month. So I'm actually a little concerned. Something wrong with the trees there. They're gonna fall on me when I go running next time. And then I think it's the third tree this year to do that. So the first tree that fell, that it was during heavy winds, so I'm not terribly surprised that something would fall in those winds, but the last two times we haven't had any like serious winds. So the trees just collapsed. So wonder if it's just coincidence or if there's something going on. Okay, Scruffy. Ready? Let's get your smelly fish. Okay. I'm just grabbing the brush. You're antsy today. Thought you'd be better because you were meowy at the beginning. Okay, I'm going to switch the brush. Okay, I'm going to flip the side. Let's see, what else did I see? I think I saw a mother teaching her tween-age daughter to skateboard. So that was, I don't think I've ever seen that before. I don't see many women skateboarders. And, oh yeah, speaking of pigs in a blanket, I guess I'll come back to Scruffy here. So Scruffy, I've been seeing him sleep on the table a lot all week. And so, I forgot to mention it, but I think it was a few days ago, I caught him sleeping on the table on the comforter that I left on the table for him. I thought he might like it. For many months, he's been kind of indifferent. Sometimes I see him on it, sometimes he's not on it. Sometimes he's half on it. So, but I think it was a night or two ago, I saw him, making biscuits on the blanket? So that was new. But I also saw him wrapping himself in the blanket. So I think this was a couple days ago when it was a little cooler. And so he actually lifted up a part of the blanket and curled up in it, so it was covering him. And so that was the first time I ever seen him do that. So I thought that was kind of interesting. My guess was it was just because the weather cooled down a little bit, so maybe he was cold. Though he didn't do that all winter, so at least not that I ever saw. So kind of strange he did it now, but now that the weather's heating up, I don't think I'm going to see him do that again anytime soon. So we had a pig in a blanket and cat in a blanket. And so today I saw him sleeping on the table early this morning, and then he got off, disappeared for a while, and then I saw him sleeping on the gray mat near the door. It's about mid-afternoon, I think. And I think he stayed there for a while. So eventually, though, he left. I didn't see him for a while, and then didn't see him until I got back from my run, which was right before dinner. So he was ready for dinner this time. He wasn't late. He wasn't hanging out on the table tonight. So yeah, the past couple nights he's actually been hanging out on the table right before dinner. But yeah, tonight he was at the door. So either maybe he was on the table while I was on my run, but I think in the past couple days he was on the table afternoon, so he was not on the table this afternoon, at least before I left. So I think he's starting to shift his pattern again. And I suspect, yeah, as it gets hotter, I'm probably not even going to see him on the table that much. I think he's probably going to find shelter somewhere else. Because, yeah, last time it got hot, I didn't see him most of the day. So I'm almost out of my vegetable soup, so I'm going to have to make a new batch. I think I have enough to get me through one more day. But since it's going to start heating up soon, I'm thinking I might want to make the soup tomorrow if I have time. Because it'll be cooler tomorrow than every other day for the next week. But I'm not sure about the time yet. So I made such a big pot, I spend basically like a couple hours just cutting vegetables. So I have a food processor. I'm thinking maybe I should just use the food processor to try to cut up the vegetables. The problem is I don't want to turn them into a paste, so I have a tendency to overuse the food processor, turn it into puree, which I don't want. So I'm going to have to see if I can do this without decimating my food. I don't know, I'll have to think about it. Probably do some research on the internet. But yeah, I think for the amount of vegetables I need to cut up, I think, yeah, food processor would make a lot of sense if I can pull it off. I think I need to resharpen my knives too. So I didn't make any sound, so you heard something that wasn't me. So he's almost done. So tomorrow I'm going to open up a new can of cat food. So we'll figure out what's in the rotation next. So we just did a hearty cut tonight, so it'll be a meaty pate tomorrow. So I think we did the super supper last time, so the next one will be the real chicken and tuna, I think. I'll have to check. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. So, more food? Sorry, you ate it all. Yeah, I did smear a little bit on his ball. I I use a fork to mix up the food and get it out of the can, and I usually wipe it on either the bowl or the can, trying to get the little particles out between the prongs of the fork. So sometimes there's a little bit of food sticking to the ball. Yeah, I think he really likes the smelly fish, because he licks it cleaner than I think the pâtés, and maybe even the beef and chicken hearty coats. Oh, he's going that way this time, huh? Okay, well, I guess that's it for tonight, folks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.